Hello and welcome back to Uniting Wizards. Today I want to talk about the Calamity. So as we know, in Wizards Unite we will be working with the Statute of Secrecy Task Force to stop the Calamity, which is what is causing magic to go rogue. So far we've seen a snitch flying around London and broomsticks wreaking havoc in Australia. And we know that at least 72 other traces have been reported. So, what is causing this? What is the Calamity? Where did it start? How did it start? Why did it start? We don't know the answers to any of these questions, but I have a couple of theories that I want to run by you. And I would love to know what you guys think about my theories and if you have theories of your own. I would love to discuss that down in the comments. So first of all, James over at Expecto Go talked about this in a video the other week, and he made some very good points, so you should definitely check his video out too. And I'm gonna leave a link down in the description. So, what are my thoughts? My first question is there some sort of intelligence behind this, or is this a natural occurrence? And by intelligence I mean, is there a person or a group of people who are behind this, who are trying to destroy the Statute of Secrecy on purpose? Because it could very well be. Grindelwald does that, and Voldemort does it. It's sort of a classic wizard bad guy move. And there are of course several reasons for why you would want to try to do this. Either because you think wizards should rule over muggles, and how could they do that if the muggles don't even know that the wizards exist? Or that wizards shouldn't have to hide their nature to protect muggles. There are of course maybe more benign reasons for why you would want to destroy the Statute of Secrecy. For example, maybe wizards and muggles could actually live in harmony. Maybe they could work together and benefit from each other if they just tried, if they got the chance to try. And I want to say, regardless of if there are people behind the Calamity or not, I don't think we're going to be able to play as people who want the Calamity to happen. Because everything in the teasers have been about, let's try to stop this, let's work together to stop this. And the name of the game, again, I've mentioned this many times before, but because the name of the game is Wizards Unite, I don't see how they could make a game where we're working against each other. We are all working towards the same goal, which is keeping the Statute of Secrecy. Now, as James pointed out in his video too, even if there are people behind this, they might not have done this on purpose. It could be some sort of experiment that's gone wrong, or something like that that causes magic to go rogue. Or it could be something entirely natural, that there are no people behind this, it's just something that is sort of happening. I have theories as to why these things might be happening in that case, but I'm gonna talk about that in an upcoming video, so you'll have to wait for that. Personally, I'm leaning mostly towards there not being a big bad. Maybe there was an accident, like James suggested, people experimented on something and it went horribly wrong and now magic is just going rogue everywhere. Or it's a force of nature, something that is not intelligent and something that's just happening. And the reason that I believe this is because if there is a big bad, if there is a person or a group of people we are working against who are trying to break the Statute of Secrecy, then the game has a very clear endgame. And I don't think this game is going to have a very clear endgame. And that's just for practical reasons. Niantic and Portkey Games wants us to keep playing this game for years to come. And that means that if there is a big bad, someone or a group of someones that we're trying to stop, the only way for the game to go on for very long is if we stop them but other big bads show up instead, or if we just don't manage to stop them. And the first option I feel is a bit cheap, and the second option, that will just cause frustration and cause us to not want to keep playing because we know we're never going to get to the end of the game. So the goals I think will be mostly aimed on missions or quests or whatever you want to call them. So basically, here's a piece of magic and you need to contain it. You managed to contain it, congratulations. You have now managed this quest, but you know that there are going to be more instances of magic you need to contain in the future. So you still have more goals. Comparing a little bit to Niantic's previous two games, Ingress will never end because you have two teams who are working against each other and one team will always be stealing portals from the other team. So that's just going to go on forever and no one is ever going to win. Pokemon Go theoretically is about catching all the Pokemon, but even once you've captured all the Pokemon and you've finished your Pokédex, you can do more. First of all, new generations of Pokemon will always be introduced because they're gonna keep making up more Pokemon. And second, even if you've managed to capture all the Pokemon, you can start hunting for shinies, you can hunt for higher IV Pokemon, or getting gold in all the medals, and now we have PvP, which is also possibly going to be a reason for people to stay and play even if they have all the Pokemon they can get. In Wizards Unite, if there is a clear bad guy and you manage to stop them, there should be no more rogue magic, the Calamity should have been stopped, and then there is nothing more happening in the game, and there is no reason to keep playing. So I just think that that seems like a bad design for a game like this. Of course, it's entirely possible that they've figured out a way to do it, but yeah, this is my theory. So if I'm right, rogue magic is becoming the new norm, sort of, in the wizarding world, and we will just forever be chasing these traces of magic. Again, that's not to say that there can't be goals, that we can't have clear goals that we're working towards every once in a while, or maybe even throughout the entire game. I mean, we do want to stop the Calamity, I assume, but again, I just don't know how it's gonna work. And again, I believe in quests. We're gonna stop rogue magic from happening, we're gonna contain it when we see it, we're possibly gonna find bad guys, people who are trying to take advantage of this rogue magic, but not one group that is causing it, or one person that is causing it. Of course, it's very possible that I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that we will see another trailer soon that will be able to confirm or not what I've been talking about in this video. Until then, again, let me know, what do you think the Calamity is? How do you think it started? Do you think someone is behind it, or it's just something natural? Where did it come from? Let me know your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos with theories and updates about Wizards Unite. That's it for today, and I will see you next week.